My name is Sarah Sanders, and I am the White House press secretary. And I have 3 kids, Scarlett, who's 7, Huck is 5, and George is almost 4. So 7, 5, and 4. So we like to read a lot of books at our house. Hi. You're 4 too? That's awesome, buddy. Yeah, all right. So this morning we're going to read a book called The Easter Egg. Pretty appropriate, hopefully. It's the Easter egg roll, that's right. You guys are very smart so early in the morning. I'm still waking up, so I'm a little sleepy. Cheer up, cheer up. Spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about that bunny all year long, and now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought, and Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. Did any of you guys decorate Easter eggs this year? You did? Oh, that's awesome. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape, Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting, squiggles, and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Ooh, lost that one. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, red dye, adding to the design each time. What are y'all's favorite colors? What color did you dye? Whoa! Yellow, green, blue, red. Red? Those are good colors. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Van Rabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real that he looked alive. Fantastic, Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? And he gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud noise nearly knocked him off his feet. It was whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make an egg that's ripe for me. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg that I'm proud of. Suddenly the woods rang with the squawking of birds sounding an alarm, and Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I'll take care of you the best I can, he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. See how Hoppy's helping? Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. And if it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by, and Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. He was so brave. Can you see that? Every day, the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the den. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. And early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit, and suddenly a beautiful wagon rolled out toward them in the midst and stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. "You've brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here," he told them, and the rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? That was a little tougher to show, but we'll get there. That's a huge egg, isn't it? You have a good eye. "Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. Look at all the eggs stacked up. Beautiful. I bet you guys made some even prettier than that. It does kind of look like a cave. I know. He came back with Hoppy looking scruffy and bedraggled. "Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of," the Easter rabbit told them. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched and she could take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy," they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for boys and girls to find on Easter morning. The end. See how nice it was that Hoppy helped his friend? You have a question? I thought I only had to do questions in the briefing room, but I guess I can take some out here.
It's April 28th. It's my birthday, and I'll turn 7.
Oh my goodness, you're going to turn 7? That's amazing. Happy birthday. You too? I don't think you look quite 7, but maybe, what, 2? Yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much for coming out and listening to our story. We hope you have a happy Easter.